Question ladder. In this activity, you'll choose one important topic from your course and create 6 different questions about it. As you move up the ladder, your questions will shift from simple recall toward deeper thinking and understanding. This strategy can help you move beyond memorizing information, build practice questions for exams, and think about your topic in different ways. Pull up your course material, grab a piece of paper, or open a document, and let's get started. Choose one important topic from your course. I'll guide you through creating 6 different questions about your topic, moving from remembering information to creating new ideas. As you move up the ladder, your questions will become more challenging and thoughtful. Don't worry about making perfect questions. The goal is to actively think through your topic in different ways. When you're ready, we'll start with the first level. Let's start with questions that focus on remembering information. Create a question about the topic that someone could answer by recalling information from memory. Think about definitions, facts, lists, or steps related to your topic. For example, your question could be, define ABC, list the 3 components of ABC, who did ABC and when did they do it, or what are the stages of ABC? You have 1 minute. Now let's focus on understanding. Create a question that someone could answer by explaining an idea in their own words. Think about meaning, main ideas, relationships, or explanations related to your topic. For example, your question could be something like, explain ABC in your own words. How would you summarize ABC? What is the main idea of ABC? Or, how would you compare ABC and XYZ? You have 1 minute. Now let's focus on applying what you know in real situations. Create a question that someone could answer by using their knowledge to solve a problem. Provide a real-world example or think through what might happen in a situation. For example, your question could be, how would you use ABC? What would happen in an XYZ situation? What is an example of ABC in real life? Or, how could this idea be applied to XYZ? You have 1.5 minutes. Let's move to analyzing ideas. Create a question that someone could answer by breaking ideas apart and examining them more closely. Think about patterns, connections, causes, and effects, or relationships between ideas related to your topic. For example, your question could be, how are ABC and XYZ connected? What caused ABC? Why does ABC happen? Or what patterns do you notice in ABC? You have 1.5 minutes. Next up, evaluating ideas. Create a question that someone could answer by making a judgment and supporting it with reasons. Think about strengths and weaknesses, evidence, priorities, or the best choice related to your topic. For example, your question could be, which option is better and why? Do you agree with ABC? Why? What is the strongest evidence for ABC? Or, what would you recommend and why? You have 1.5 minutes. The last step of the ladder is about creating ideas. Create a question that someone could answer by developing something new using their knowledge. Think about new ideas, original solutions, designing or improving something, or combining ideas in different ways. For example, your question could be, how could you improve ABC? Propose a change to ABC that would allow XYZ. Design a new way to ABC, or develop a plan for ABC. You have 1.5 minutes. Great job! You just explored your topic at different levels of thinking. Now try answering your questions without looking at your notes. You can also swap questions with classmates for extra practice or repeat the activity with a new topic.